And sometimes too much acceptance by someone means that you failed morally speaking, because the dishonest don't trust the honest, and the crooked don't trust the righteous. So if somebody known for crookedness and unrighteousness begins to accept you, that means that they've seen wickedness in you. There are some nations to which we can move and be treated well, like Cambodia, Malaysia, Indonesia, Ghana, South Africa, maybe Laos as well. Even people who have issues with Africans generally accept African Americans on an individual basis in a lot of places. But outside of these areas in which either black people are treating each other badly or others are treating us badly or some combination, we can't expect to be treated fairly, let alone be accepted into their societies. Ain't gonna happen. So we can't leave our community as is, and we can't leave it for others' community. The trick is to realize first that our community is not one community. We're multiple black communities in one nation, if we're honest. There are hoods, there are country shanty towns, there are black suburbs like Cascade, Stonecrest, and PG County in Maryland. But as I said previously in another video, we have to leave idness behind. Whether it's the stereotypical thug that's proud of it, or an elitist who thinks that the white community is some standard and doesn't know or doesn't care that they have their own dysfunctions, which is why they can bring up kids who turn into narcissists and psychopaths that could easily shoot up schools or steal entire countries. We may also not benefit from guys that are exaggeratedly bookish, having no practical skill or knowledge either. All of these are extremes. Maybe we can't help them and they can't help us, but how it's like this. The idness niggas, the idness savages are rare, but the exaggeratedly bookish guys are probably even rarer. And one of them has an easier time going towards the middle of the spectrum. We can build a new type of community within Black America, or we can build a new Black America. And we can't bring with us the idness of either type, the low down or the elitist, because they prove that they would not act in our best interest. One will drag us to the penitentiaries if we continue to give them legitimacy like we've done. The other will have us back in churches that preach our inferiority and white supremacy, and maybe even on plantation churches, this time with better access to skin bleach than we had the last time we were in chains, but they'll have us back in chains. Neither one helps. So there's an issue staring us in the face, whichever one of these two options we choose: build a new Black America or build a different type of community within Black America, whichever one. And I'm all for repatriation. Don't get me wrong. I'm for us going. We just can't all go to the same place, but I'm all for us repatriating and maybe even building new black communities, not necessarily just in America, but in different places. I'm all for that. The Lebanese have done it, and the Indians have done it. These are nationalities you find everywhere. The Chinese are doing it. They ain't just in Africa. So the issue that is staring us in the face, no matter where we go, though, is in women's mate selection. And this is where Obsidian is correct. I would like to know what BGS feels more. I'd like to know more of what he knows about black women's mate selection. I'm interested in knowing. But BGS, Obsidian has a correct. I want to know what BGS says because he knows history. But Obsidian is right in that it's unhelpful, and it is their mate selection. It's not ours. That's the problem. You see, their mate selection makes it genetically unprofitable and even unhealthy to be a productive guy in many of our zip codes.